In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a red hot hatchet from Canku. Stick around. I sure hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for taking time to tune in. You know, I now have themed days on my YouTube channel. I put out long form content on Wednesday, Fridays, and Sunday. I like to give the days names from time to time. Today, we're gonna go with another episode of Whip It Out Wednesday. We're gonna be whipping out the Canku C1393. This thing is amazing. It's such a great size. It's only 10 2/4 inches from top to bottom here. Here's the sheath that it comes with. It attaches using this tech lock here. I just love a good compact hatchet like this that's hard hitting. These things are so sharp. These Canku hatchets are extremely sharp, and they come made with DC53 steel. Just in case you've never heard me say this, DC53 steel is very comparable to D2, but it's a little bit better. Now, to be straightforward, I like this one better than some of the others that I have reviewed from Canku, especially being that they got rid of that ring at the bottom. You know, when it comes to a hatchet like this, I just don't see a whole lot of purpose for a big gigantic ring. I like this on the bottom. It's got a hard pommel that you can use if you need to. Can't say enough about these scales. I just love the way they look. I love that black and red design. You know, many of you already know this, but you know, Canku and F and Grow, they're all like linked to one another. I guess the proper terminology I could use is maybe sister companies. So you see a lot of similar characteristics in a lot of those blades that those two companies put out. Now this is 60 to 61 HRC, which is pretty hard. And these are micarta scales. She's got some thickness here, being 6 millimeters thick. I like the way this feels. Let's get some chopping in. I'm gonna take a piece of this stick off here, just so you can see it cut into something. That one hit right there, don't you see that? These are just extremely sharp. This little tree I made some walking sticks with. Let's just cut into this one here. Yeah, golly, that is just so sharp. If you've ever chopped with a dull hatchet, a lot of people crack on how I chop with these things, but I'm just trying to let you see it here from the same angle. This thing is sharp, it can chop like a beast, and it's stylish while it's doing it. And while you're at the camp, you can definitely have a lot of fun throwing this because it's going to be a great thrower. Man, throwing a hatchet's such a good feeling. It's such a satisfying crunch. And let's be real, this has both tool and weapon value. When we explore hatchets and tomahawks in light of being a weapon, you know, one of the things we have to think about is the object getting stuck. And a lot of times, a lot of really bearded blades have the danger of getting stuck. This is not a very bearded blade. 3 3/5 inch cutting blade there. Let's put it in the sheath and just get a feel for how it fits in there. And it does got a little wiggle. It's not a real hardcore snap-in sheath. You do have this button latch here that you can hook in. You pop it here and it's gonna come out pretty easily. Your tech lock here on the back, you know, you're not gonna be able to just put any size belt in here. I'm thinking maybe 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. You should be good. Sometimes you can adjust these things, but it looks like this one is adjusted all the way out. So keep that in mind as well. I'm thinking maybe 1 1/4 inches on that. If you've ever been out on Amazon, what you'll discover is that Canku has a long line of really nice looking, well-designed, affordable EDC blades that you can carry. A lot of their stuff is more geared toward self-defense, compact, shorter blades, stuff that looks really cool. A lot of it's D2 steel, but they're also bringing it here on the hatchet tomahawk line. Out of all that I have reviewed from Canku thus far, I like the design of this the best. I just like the end of the handle here. There's no ring on the end of it. I like the size of this. It's heavy and it's fast. It's just an amazing chopper. It's great to throw. I will tell you this though, over time, if you're gonna get out and throw something like this, it should last forever. It's full tang all the way through, but your scales are going to take a beating if you ever miss. So one thing you can do, as I tell my audience all the time, if you want to preserve the look and quality of your scales, you can take something like hockey tape and wrap your handle up just to keep the scales protected. And then you can get out and just throw this as much as you want to. I'll drop a link in the description and it'll have all the specs if there's something that I missed. And I believe this brings our episode of Whip It Out Wednesday to a close. We whipped out the C1393. We did some chopping with it. We did some throwing with it, and we went over a few things. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll catch you next time. Take care.